The following may contain language which will be offensive to some people and inappropriate for children. Still here? Then pour your favorite beverage and let's get this fucking show started.
Fantastic Forum, assemble! You're watching Fantastic Forum, the premier show about comic books, and your live weekly conversation about entertainment and geek culture. We are the Fantastic Forum, coming to you live and direct from the Hall of F. Hope you're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, or night, as the case may be, depending on where you are in the world. And if you're not, you should stick with us. We'll help you take it up a notch. You have half of the usual suspects in the building. First, he is our riddle inside of an enigma, trapped in Chinese finger cuffs. You don't know him. You love him anyway. He's our silent assassin, Jay.
Hey, what's up?
Nada, friend, nada. As for myself, my name is Lawrence Young. They call me Mayor Young. Welcome to Fantastic Forum. Despite our diminished numbers, we have a great show for you today because we are going to be talking to you all about everything alien. We are going to be talking to you all about Alien Earth, the new FX television show, and we're going to be talking to you all about Alien Paradiso, one of the latest Marvel Alien miniseries that came out, and we'll just bring you our thoughts, our reviews, and give you some recommendations on whether you should mess with either of them or not. And of course, if you have already seen or read these different books, we would love to hear from you as well. So if you want to be down with Fantastic Forum, and look, this is a rare, super rare opportunity. Third, fourth member of Fantastic Forum. If you want to be one of those, feel free to go ahead and hit us up. You can go ahead and go to FantasticForum.live, hit the call-in button, and you will be the third or potentially fourth member of Fantastic Forum. Or you can always jump into chat. We'll take your comments directly out of chat, whether that be through YouTube or Twitch. Take them directly out of chat and bring them into the show, such as, look, Sir Witty chat comment from Hexzilla. Where's everybody at? I agree, man. I agree. Look, he also says, oh, he says, don't talk too loud. Ice gonna show up. There it is. Look, Ice did not, in fact, take away. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Did not take away Oz or Moses. As you know, Moses has been dealing with some stuff and hasn't been on the show or hasn't been able to be on the show on a regular basis as of late. And Oz is actually on a well-deserved vacation, so he's not making it to this episode. But you got me, you got Jay, and hopefully we have some of you. Again, rare opportunity for you all to mess around and give us some input on Fantastic Forum. Jay, how are you feeling, man?
I'm feeling pretty good. Like, how
Yeah.
are you?
Oh man, I can't complain, man. I'm just happy to be here. Like I don't know that I've ever done the side by side joint when there are only two of us. I don't know. What do you think? Is that that's too close, huh? I don't
Um,
know. What do you think?
I don't
Look,
know.
let us know in chat what you think. Should we go with this? Like I honestly I wish that it could be like a little smaller. Like I don't mind, like this feels like a little too roomy. Like I'm used to like the three. But I don't know. We'll rock with this for a little bit and see. Look, we'll see how it goes. If hopefully, But you all that are watching live, if you're feeling it, cool. If you're like, back it up, let us know because I get it. Like I do. If I can make it smaller, or if I can have something in between those two options, somewhere between this and this, I would definitely use that option, but I think I have to make that I think I have to customize that and I haven't done that. So, because again, we don't usually have just two members of Fantastic Forum. We usually have at least three people here, so you know, but anyway. So, yeah, man. Jay, what's been going on with you outside before we get into all things alien? What's been going on with you? How have you been feeling in your recent nerddom type jaunts?
Um, I've been okay. I haven't really been doing much lately.
No, man. Yeah, have you just been like keeping your nose to the grindstone, just like working type stuff? I mean, or yeah, I mean, you're not doing, or you haven't gotten the chance to just like do your casual nerd thing, not Fantastic Forum related, but just like something you get to read because you wanted to, or something that you got to watch or play or any of that.
Um, well, I got Netflix right
Mm.
now, so I caught up on Squid Game finally.
Oh, so did you? So you're all the way. You finished what was it? The second season, right?
Three.
Or is it three? Is it? Oh no, it's third season. You're absolutely right. Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I don't think I'm not done yet. I still have like a few more episodes, but I started. It was
Oh,
good.
okay.
Yeah, I've been
Yeah,
enjoying it.
dude, it's really good.
Yeah, and it's interesting because like it went like someplace different than I thought it would, So I was just like, oh,
Right.
yeah, it's very cool. Like Squid Game could have easily been like one of these shows where you just go ahead and say, okay, we're gonna every season we're gonna have a new cast, and
Right.
and that would have been a very like easy way to do Squid Game, and I think people probably would have watched it for the most part. You do new cast, you do switch up the games. It's like who can really be mad at that, right? But the direction they chose, I'm not mad at. Like, I don't, yeah, I'm not mad at it at all. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So that's cool though. That's cool, man. There's a lot of stuff on Netflix that you should be messing with.
Yeah, there is. Like, I know K-pop Demon Hunters is supposed to be like amazing.
Listen, isn't that what you got it for? I was just assuming. No, I was just assuming.
um, that was part of it.
Yeah, exactly. It's okay. You can tell the truth to Fantastic Forum, Jay. They know you. They know you. So, But yeah, that's fair. But I'm sure but there's plenty of amazing stuff on Netflix. Like I might have to actually think about some things that you should check out that you might like in particular because there's so much stuff on there. Like you never know. I'm sure it's like recommending you things through the algorithm, but you know, it's like if you don't have like those um those views like consistently going, it takes a minute for that algorithm to like learn you.
Right.
So that's cool, man.
I'm
That's real
also
cool.
looking forward to doing Leviathan.
Leviathan, wait, I know what that
That's
is.
that joint we saw at Anime Expo.
Right. See, that's what I'm saying. I know what Leviathan is. And that came to Netflix like was that the end of last month?
Yeah, I think, or it was not long after Anime Expo.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, man. That's like, yeah, I should have been watching that. Like there've been times I've been sitting here like, what should I watch? And I forgot about Leviathan. I got to put that on my list. So yeah, man. I mean, look, there's a lot of amazing anime out right now. It's kind of crazy. Like, and I don't know. You know, I'm halfway saying that like it's a new thing, even though I know it's not. But I do feel like there's like more. Where it's like,
Yeah, there's a bunch of good stuff. Like the
hmm
new Shield Hero season
no, jeez, man.
started.
Let's not talk about it. Making myself sad. It's like shoot, I gotta watch Shield Hero. Like I'm like literally at least two seasons behind on that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they're on season what, four?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I did start two, but like, however, I can't be like, oh, let me finish up two real quick. No, I gotta go through two and then
Right.
then go through three, and then I don't know how far they are into four, but further
You know,
than.
4 just started.
Oh, okay,
So there
okay,
should
cool.
only be a couple episodes in the 4.
Well, I'll be like
Like,
now might be the time then.
but don't you gotta watch Demon Slayer?
Man, I gotta watch
So
Demon
we could see the
Slayer.
movie in September?
Yes, Joe. I have to watch Demon Slayer. I need to finish friggin' or continue Gundam G Quox. I don't even know how to say it, and friggin' I gotta do, or else Raymond's gonna beat me up, you know. Um, but yeah, yeah, there's definitely a fair amount. So, but cool, man. Okay, listen, I guess we should go ahead and get into this. Um, like if oh, I'm looking in here to see. I don't know what intros I do or don't have. What clips, I mean, I'm sorry. But okay, no, I don't have that clip yet. That's all right. So I need to I keep forgetting that I gotta upload things to our new server because they're not all there like for the last like they were for the last one. I keep going to it
Right.
thinking like it's just gonna be there and it's not. And I'm like and I unfortunately I'm the only one right now that has access because I gotta like give everybody else logins because I'm slow and the show is suffering. I apologize, audience. I do. I do. I don't. I'm not here trying to make the show worse. I promise. But yeah. So let's go ahead and let's jump into Alien Earth. Alien Earth is the new uh, television show. It's on FX. Uh, so you can watch it there or on Hulu. Stream it on Hulu. I'm sure there are probably other ways to do it too, like because and I know we're in the middle of like this Disney Plus basically absorbing all of Hulu, so I'm sure you probably could watch it there too. So it's like you can
Well,
watch
then
it.
it's just Hulu. It's Hulu on Disney Plus.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Wait, say that again.
It's Hulu on Disney Plus.
Oh, is that?
So
Uh-huh.
Hulu is on Disney Plus. So they
Right.
still consider it. It's like you're not watching it on Hulu. You're watching it on Hulu on Disney Plus.
Listen, come on, man. You hit me with this some old what is it? Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim type stuff right now. You know what I'm saying? Like I know I don't want. I'm not messing with the nonsense. You know what I'm saying? No matter how many times you tell me to, I'm not going to call it crypto.com arena. Like no, it's dumb. I'm watching it on Disney Plus. I hit Disney Plus and I got to Aliens. That's what I know. That's what I live in. As far as I'm concerned, I watch it on Disney Plus. If you want to say Hulu on Disney Plus, whatever, okay, fine. That doesn't feel like a thing, but okay. Look. So Alien Earth uh, is the first time, if I'm not mistaken, that we're having the Alien franchise in the television format, and uh, this is a show that is like a prequel series. It's taking place, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's 2 years before the movie Alien. So this is yeah, 2 years before the stuff that we see happening with the Nostromo and that what makes like what we think of or what some of us may think of as classic Alien.
Oh, that's
Um,
interesting. I didn't realize that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So, um, yeah, and so uh, this is a series where basically we have a ship that crashes on Earth, and the crew of that ship was carrying all types of uh, alien life forms on it, among them being xenomorph eggs, and bad things go poorly on the ship, which in turn causes it to crash, and hilarity ensues on planet Earth. So I know initially, Jay, because we were talking about the show prior to it actually premiering, and having conversations about if this is something that we would like to see, and uh how something like this might be done. And I think you know I think both of us were a bit afraid of the idea that this might end up just being like xenomorphs running rampant in like Earth streets, you know, and
Hmm.
that taking away very much from the feel of what we're used to with Alien. But that's definitely not the show that we ended up getting. Um, what was your impression, your initial impression of of Alien Earth? Like, it premiered with 2 episodes. So what was your feeling of the show as you started watching it?
Um, I felt, I don't know, for me, there's like a huge pacing problem.
Mm, okay.
Like, it's weird. It's going too fast and too slow at the same time.
So,
It's like we're just meeting these characters
hmm.
and they're already dying
Some of
before
them
the
are.
prologue hits.
Yeah.
It's like I didn't even get to know their names, let alone care about them. And now you're introducing me to like a whole nother set of characters. And it's like,
Hmm.
take your time. Like, you've got 10 episodes at least.
Oh,
Like,
who knows? It
I'm
could be 8.
assuming.
It could be 8. Right. You don't know, Joe. You don't know their lives, Joe.
But it's like, I would have loved to seen like just episode one be the shit and episode
Mm,
two be Neverland.
gotcha.
Um, I think that would have been great for me. Um, Otherwise,
Hmm.
it's okay. It's like it doesn't feel like ridiculous. Like, oh, there's no way this can happen. Like,
Hmm.
I know part of the thing with it being on Earth is, for me, what I was worried about
Hmm.
is um what I was worried about is that, you know, you have all these entities that are vying for the aliens
Hmm.
to get them and use them for weapons, for nefarious means.
Hmm.
And if they're on Earth, it seems like that's easy. Like, oh, why didn't you guys, like, why are you sending out the Nostromo? Like, they're on Earth. You could have them already.
Hmm.
And that's not necessarily what we've gotten yet. Um, but I think they are doing a good job so far
Hmm.
of keeping him contained enough so that they aren't just like public knowledge, public
Yeah, common knowledge.
enemy.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
which is like aliens should be a well, I won't say a mystery because eventually you do get um I read a lot of the Dark Horse novels,
Hmm.
and you do have your pirate hideouts where the aliens are the guard dogs. So
Right.
it's like,
Which feels like, do you need yourself protected that bad? I don't know, man. I feel like, a pit bull's enough. My hands are like, Jesus. But okay, got you.
yeah. So it's like, you know, it's on a level, it is working for me.
Okay.
Um, on another level, I hate the editing.
What is it about the editing that you don't like?
there's this thing they do where they transport, like, they'll have two shots going on at the same time. I don't know why I find that obnoxious.
Like when you say, are you talking about like the they have like it's not two shots at the same time, right? You're talking about like jump like little interstitial cuts, right? Where like you have the scene and then it like flashes another scene and then
No, they'll have like two scenes going on at once.
on
And it's
top of
like,
each other.
yeah. And I'm like, I don't know why I find that so obnoxious.
I'm trying to think like I don't even remember that happening. Like I'm not saying like I do what I do remember is like oh
If
wait. You're not talking about like say when they were doing uh the scene where the hybrids were getting made. Is that what you're talking about?
yes,
Oh, you didn't like that?
no, it's not that specific scene.
Okay.
Is when it's done like adequate,
Oh,
but
wow. Wow.
but they do that a lot. Like, if you actually, I'm not
Yeah.
suggesting you should go back and watch it again. Like, don't do
No,
that.
no. I listen,
But
I was probably going to, honestly. I got
but if you're like, I don't know, if it didn't annoy me, I wouldn't notice or remember it.
got it. Got it.
Like, so you're saying like I don't recall? Like, do I get that? Like,
Okay.
if it didn't annoy me, I wouldn't have recalled it either.
Got it. Okay.
But it just hit me
It annoyed
wrong.
you. Oh. That is so interesting. Like, yeah, okay. Okay. Let me let's come back to that because I definitely want to chew on that and come back to that later. Just because I want to explore something you said initially too, where you're talking about it's going too fast and at the same time too slow. Because you're saying like the crew, like you didn't get the chance to like fully care about the crew of the Weyland Yutani ship that was coming in.
Right.
And you know I give you that like I don't or at least what I'll say is this is the time with them that was spent with them was short. I personally still was like oh like I actually did care that when things went south for them and they started getting killed, but I could totally see how that not being the case for everybody because of the time spent. It's really interesting though because I feel like what you're saying makes sense to me. Where you're like, oh, how cool would it have been if we got like basically a whole episode of that? But that's that's Alien, right? Like so it's like, and I kind of feel like
And
if
that would be a good thing for
well,
Alien Earth.
but I guess, but at the same time, there's a part of me that's like that almost feels like that's not what the show's actually gonna be, And I feel like people would almost be mad with that ship crashing at the end. But maybe not. Maybe they would just be like, man, that was like a
That's
TV
why
version of Alien. Maybe I don't
like
know.
that's why you have a 2 episode premiere.
It's true.
It's
You're
like
right.
you do Alien first,
Hmm.
and then you do Neverland,
Uh huh.
and by the end of Neverland, you get into the crash and have
Hmm.
them like start to investigate,
Hey,
and then if you should have your audience hooked. I
got you.
mean, especially for Alien, it's like it's. I'll grant you there are gonna be a few people that are hooked just because it's on Earth.
Hmm.
Like you have those. What are we calling them now?
I don't even know. Or look, don't say a racial slur, Joe. Don't say a racial slur. I don't know what you're about to say.
No, but the rabble, basically. But
The-
for
I'm
the
not sure who
most
we're talking
part,
about.
you know, for the most part, if you've got Alien,
Hmm.
they're gonna be your Alien fans that
Oh
are
yeah.
gonna like watch the show
Oh, just because it's
to
Alien.
see what happens. Yeah,
Of course, of course. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're diehard fans.
yeah.
Yeah,
So it's like I don't know. They could have spent more time.
I got you. Yeah, and I like you with you laying it out like that, where you're saying, oh, like episode one, the ship and that crew, and you know, building up a little bit more character development, attachment, and so we can have more sympathy for their plight at the end of episode one, and then doing Neverland and like getting a deeper sense of who uh these kids are and what these and who the hybrids are in episode two before we even get into the crash. i'm
Like,
not I, I'm not mad at that
do we
because
even get their names in the second episode?
yeah, we get I think we get, well, not all of them,
Like,
no. We get
because I didn't even
Wendy.
realize they were all named after Lost Boys
Oh
until
no,
like episode three.
that's hilarious. No, they say it in I'm pretty sure they say it in the first episode, but there might have been too much going on. So, like you might have glossed over that because there was so much happening. So I could forgive, or I could definitely understand that. But this is like something like look, and here's the thing, like it's interesting because at least in my experience, and you could tell me if you agree or disagree with what I'm about to say, Jay. And of course, if you're in chat, FantasticForum.live to call in, or if you have something to say, put it into chat, whether it's YouTube or um, uh, Twitch, feel free. Um, Alien, like the Alien is a franchise, especially if you're somebody that deals with like primarily the movies. I feel like Alien has like a much deeper lore to it than it seems initially. Um, it's almost like, how you have like, say for instance, like there's a game like Dark Souls,
Mm-hmm.
right? And you play that game, and there's like an entire world that is there for you to discover, but a lot of it is told environmentally, and a lot of it is like things you have to go kind of like read and put together for yourself. It's not like told to you. And I feel like Alien, from a lore perspective, is kind of like that, where it's like a lot of the movies and the TV shows, or not TV shows, because it's not really, this is the first TV show, but a lot of the movies, I guess, um, are like they have the thing that's happening in front of you, and you take that in. But there's like a lot of like environmental clues and a lot of like little things mentioned off behind the scenes that you kind of have to like put that stuff together yourself, or as you mentioned, like reading comics, and there's novelizations and things like that too that give you, like, put some of that stuff together for you. You know what I mean? Like if you need somebody to do that. And I feel like um this show has more time, it feels like, to not necessarily like connect the dots, but explore some of those things in a little bit more depth. Um because like most, like if you're an Alien fan, you understand that, like, Wayland Yutani is like the big bad company, right? But
Right.
before there was Amazon, there was Wayland Yutani, right? And it's like the OG evil overlord company, right? And we all like know that from like in a general standpoint. They're like, oh, because from Alien from the jump, it was like, oh, okay, well, so this company, like, all they care about is getting this thing. They don't care about people. All they have is like one objective, and that's it. And it's like whatever gets them that objective, they don't care who they have to sacrifice or who gets hurt in the process and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it's interesting because this show definitely is emphasizing that here as well, but it's also kind of giving us some extra, because like showing like, okay, like there's not just one giant evil corporation on the block, and that's an interesting kind of deal, uh, which is something that this show is adding, I think, to the lore, um, in that way. Is that the feeling that you got as well, or am I off base here?
No, yeah, definitely. Like, um, they've added some more players to the game.
Hmm.
With the Never
Prodigy is the company.
Prodigy is the
Yeah,
company.
right. And so
Um,
so you have Prodigy that's headed up by an actual Prodigy that goes by the name of, is it it's not, look, I was about to say, no, it's Boy Cavalier. That's what it is. I was gonna say Kid Cavalier, but it's not Kid, it's Boy, right? Boy Cavalier, if I'm not mistaken.
I just know he types with his feet, and it's really weird.
That's fair. That's fair. Um, Boy Cavalier is, uh he's played by a dude. His name is Samuel Blanken,
Yeah,
and
he is good.
he's
Like
fantastic.
like
Yeah,
his character is so punchable. Like
100%, 100%, 100%. And it's so funny because I uh I don't the I only I've only seen this dude in one other thing, and I'm sure he's done other stuff. Even though he's relatively young, so I don't know if he's done a whole bunch, but um, the only thing I've seen him in that I know is in Atlanta, like the TV show Atlanta.
oh really?
Yeah, yeah, and the episode that he's in is phenomenal. Like, where I was just the introductory episode, I should say, because I think he is in more than one episode. But that first episode that he was in, though, I was just like this episode is amazing, and it was an amazing in large part due to him. Like, it's not like it was
Is
like
he doing something similar, or is it like completely different?
it's it's definitely different, but the punchability factor is still there.
Oh, okay.
so so it's kind of interesting. Like, I don't, not that I'm saying, like, I don't think it's like just him. Like, he's like, oh man, he's got a punchable face. Like, some people are like that, right? Where, like, man, I don't know, this is about your look make me like you. I don't think I was supposed to like you, but I don't feel like he's that. I just think that the two roles happen to have that factor to them. And like, I think it is different in the sense that, like, he's he's punchable in a completely different way in Alien Earth than he is in Atlanta. But
Okay.
yeah, yeah. But he kicks ass in this. And it's really interesting to watch because, again, like a it's so funny because watching this show, both initially, like watching the first episode, and then as I progressed through, which we're up to 3 episodes now. uh it's so interesting because, as I mentioned, I'm like, Whaley Utani's kind of like the OG evil corporation, like, feeling like, okay, like, before we knew about real life Amazon that was Wayland Yutani, right? But
Mm-hmm.
Prodigy and looking at this, it's like, oh, this is the informed, like the alien corporation that's informed by today, you know? And it's like, oh yeah, you thought Wayland Yutani was an evil company? You know, Prodigy's like, hold my beer, right? You know, right? And hey, but in a completely different way too. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's really interesting the way that, how you could have another corporation and it just kind of feel like, oh man, like this joint is like kind of oppressive in a completely different way. you know? And then on top of that, watching it and just kind of being like, man, this feels like very much like we are getting really close to this in real life, right? Or was
Right.
that just me? Like, I don't know. Like, so I was watching this joint and I'm like, man, like, I don't know if I ever watched a science fiction show that has a dystopian future and it felt as close to real life as this has. Where I'm just like, "Ooh, I could see this being like, this don't feel like the distant future. This feels like we are like two bad elections away from this." So I don't know. I tell me I'm tripping though. Tell me, am I wrong? I hope so. I want to be.
I mean, you might be.
Okay, I might be like, I'll take that glimmer of hope. I might be wrong about our corporate takeover of our country. And look, I'm sorry, the complete corporate takeover, not like we already, but yeah, that's not what we're talking about right now.
Right.
But yeah, man. But the other part that I think we need to mention is that you have these companies, and so while Leyland Yutani seems like they're definitely like their lane is bioweapons, or 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 yeah, like biological, the weaponization of biological organisms.
Mm-hmm.
Prodigy is going down the the synthetic route, you
Right.
know, like their whole thing is like take pushing the limits of of synthetics. And this show actually, if I'm not mistaken, like kind of introduces like two concepts, because you have like the cyborg the cyborg deal,
Mm-hmm.
which, I mean, it's not far-fetched to believe that there were cyborgs in the alien universe by any means,
Right.
but I just don't know that they've ever shown us one before. And
No.
and yeah, right. So it's like, so we have like the captain of the Wylan Yutani ship, which I can't remember the name of, is a cyborg, and he's doing everything he can to like try to secure those biological organisms for Wayland Yutani. And then,
Utani specifically.
right, you're right, right, because it's not what, yeah, because we're not there yet, right, Yutani, right. So, um, so we have that going on that we haven't seen before, and then we also have these hybrids now, which,
And
hmm
dude, these actors
yeah,
are amazing
they
at
they
this
really are.
because
Well, tell the people why they're amazing. Like, what is it that the hybrids are, and why that makes the acting in turn amazing.
so the hybrids are children that are put into their minds are put into adult synthetic bodies,
Right.
and these actors like they are pulling off like the fact that they are children
Hmm.
so well. They're doing
really
that
well.
such a good job. Like,
Yeah,
I totally believe these adults are children, like
one
on the
hundred percent,
inside.
100%. Which is it's wild because it's not easy to do because we've seen it
No,
before, and,
like
to varying degrees of success, right?
normally what we've seen, I feel like they go like too far,
Yeah, it feels like
and
parodies
like
of kids.
right, but these just like feel like kids. It's
Yeah,
like, man, these guys are doing like a great job at
e-
that.
even like the
Uh,
facial expressions, because it's like not just like it feels like they're making the faces that the kids are supposed to be making if they were in kid bodies, but it just happened to
mm-hmm.
be adult faces, which is it's kind of wild sometimes. Like, there's one of the episodes with I feel bad. I don't know the name of the black dude.
Because we weren't given a whole episode to like associate with them.
I was talking about the actor's name, but no, I'm sorry, not yeah, the actor's name that the hybrid, because like, and I guess for me it's like all of them do a fantastic job, honestly. Like every last one of them are good. But something about the relationship that the black dude and the Indian dude have, because they just like they feel like they're like besties.
Right.
And just like when they interact with each other, like dude, I'm just like, yeah, I was like, man, like that is something else, man. Like, I can't believe that they are like how well they're nailing this. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. So, but yeah. So we got these hybrids now, which are actual human minds placed into synthetic bodies. So that's something we've never seen before in Alien as well. And it's interesting because especially with this being something that's all happening before Alien, like it's like, oh, okay, like I know for me, I immediately was like, oh, so we've never seen any of this technology before. There might be a reason for that, right? Like, and I know that like in this show, like the hybrids are a secret. They're like literally,
Right.
uh
They would have to be because otherwise, Waylon wouldn't have had to. Like Waylon would have done it if it wasn't secret.
maybe, maybe. I mean, I'm just
Because
thinking
his
it's
whole thing in the movies was he was like trying to figure out how to live forever.
I hear what you're saying. Right. Because that was like his whole thing he wanted to do in Prometheus. You're saying.
Right.
Yeah. No, I feel you on that. I feel you on that. And and but see, and that's the
The
thing too.
technology was here all along.
Well, but I think, and I don't know this for fact because I'm not like hardcore. But I feel like Prometheus actually those like I'm not even sure all of this is all in the same timeline for certain, right? Like I don't not because like I know Prometheus is supposed to be, you know what I mean? But and I'm saying that more so from the perspective of from the alien Earth perspective, because it's like you know how it goes. Like people make stuff, and they decide what they acknowledge and what they don't acknowledge, right?
Right.
So no one's trying to disavow Alien, obviously, right? But Prometheus might not necessarily be trying to acknowledge Alien Earth, and Alien Earth may not necessarily be trying to acknowledge Prometheus, right? But if they do, or if they are trying to acknowledge each other from a timeline perspective, I feel like Prometheus might take place before Alien Earth because that's a lot further. That's a lot earlier than the Alien movie, as opposed to Alien Earth,
That is true.
which is like just a couple years beforehand. So it may not have been developed yet, but it is secret because it's proprietary technology, and I think it's illegal. I think he does mention in the show too, where he's like, yeah, they don't want us uploading human minds into synthetic bodies. Yeah, like it turns out that the law hasn't caught up with us yet, in regards to technology. They haven't decided, yeah, this is okay. So, but I think that it is proprietary, so they're trying to keep it secret. But yeah. I also want to give props to Wendy. Like Wendy, I feel is nailing it too. Like, and
Yes, he's doing good.
yeah, like I mean, she is pretty much the crux of the show in regards to, like, that's like who we're following for the most part, or at least in those first couple episodes. Um, but I feel like, again, like she's definitely, like, I can't say that she's uh the best uh hybrid, like, kid as an adult body actor, because everybody else is like it's hard competition. I'm not sure she's the best one, but I definitely see why she was cast as like the lead, because the stuff that she is doing, I think she's doing really well. Um, and again, like I guess I believe, like, there's a whole line where she's or a whole plot plot point where it's like her trying to just see her brother, like following what is going on with him, because again, once these kids get taken away and their minds get uploaded, they basically, like, it's as if they died, given new names. And she can't go visit her family or any of that, but she still watches her brother and would like to interact with him. And so uh this whole ship crashing is, I mean, well, it's not an excuse. I guess it's the reason why she decides to, like, break protocol and actually, like, interact with
Mm-hmm.
her brother. So, um, how are you feeling about the actual xenomorphs in this, Jay?
Um, they're okay.
Why are they only okay?
I know there's a couple of times where like they don't go after synthetics,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, no, xenomorphs kill synthetics.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, like being a synthetic doesn't make you safe from a xenomorph.
I would agree. Yeah,
And
but
they're trying to play it off like it does. Like, I'll give you
mm-hmm.
the face huggers.
Yeah.
Like, I'm willing to give you that one.
Mm-hmm.
But the xenomorphs, that's no, they kill.
Mm-hmm.
And if what they kill can be eaten, they eat it.
Right.
And if it can't, they kill it and they leave it alone.
Right. Right. I don't I mean, don't they lose a couple synthetics though in the course of the show?
They don't lose Morrow. Not
Well,
Morrow.
oh, yeah,
They don't lose
Morrow.
this. Huh?
Oh no, I said Morrow is the captain of the Yutani ship.
Right. Like, they
Mhm.
don't lose him.
Well, that's because he thunk quick. Like, first of all, he's mostly human, so the xenomorph was definitely trying to get to him. He just outmaneuvered.
Yeah, that was like, he should have went after him. Like, just standing still doesn't. They're not Jurassic Park T Rexes.
Or are they?
They are not.
You're right, they're not. Okay, no, but now that you're saying it, I know what scene you're talking about. And yeah, you're right. I guess he does kind of. You know, well, at the same time though, I guess here's what I'm saying. I agree. Just standing still isn't what's gonna uh like that won't protect you from an alien, from a xenomorph in and of itself, right?
Right.
But a xenomorph, like almost like any animal, right? If you run and it's like a predator, it'll chase you.
Mm-hmm.
So, he like Morrow basically was just like, hey, telling you, like, I'm not what you got to worry about, right? And he knows what's about to happen. And as the killing starts and other people start taking off, it's like you could make an argument that it makes sense that they didn't go after him, or it didn't go after him. It went after the people that would give it chase, right?
I guess. Like I'm not 100% convinced.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. And listen, what we all know is Jay is pro Carnage. Like whatever gets us the most carnage is what Jay would like to see and have happen, please. So yeah. So um once again, if you are out and watching, if you have opinions on Alien Earth, if you got the chance to check it out, feel free to hit us up either in YouTube chat, Twitch chat, or if you want to call in FantasticForum.live, hit the call in button, and you can be the third member of Fantastic Forum. So, um, so we talked about the companies, we talked about the technology, we talked about uh, the xenomorphs. It sounds like your issue was how they acted, but you don't have any issue with how they look, do you?
No, they look good.
Yeah,
Um,
and
and I
they're definitely
wasn't sure
using.
what to expect.
Hmm.
Um, because TV shows have smaller budgets.
Right, right, right.
Um, they look and move well.
Hmm.
Um, there are especially a couple of scenes
Hmm.
before the pronounced attack.
Hmm.
You see them in the background, like
Hmm.
moving around,
Yeah,
and like
yeah,
I was like, I remember watching those and being like, oh, that's pretty good. Like,
yeah, yeah. They look great. They do in fact look great. And look, shout out to Tiger Claw. He's in the building. This actually leads right into what my next question. Tiger Claw is going to say, I heard there are some new aliens in this one. And you are correct, Tiger Claw. There are in fact some new aliens, and I was going to ask you your thoughts on those, Jay, because it's like we are seeing like a few different organisms in this.
right.
How do you feel about these other biological organisms?
So far so good. Like, we have the blood sucking things.
Those things are kind of terrible. Like
They
I was just like, I don't think I like that at all.
drink way too much.
Oh Jesus. Yeah.
But yeah, like they're interesting, but it's it's kind of like they're not why I'm here.
Got you. But
Like
is
I
this the?
I do think they're interesting. I didn't come for fauna Earth. I came for alien Earth.
Fauna? Right. That's fair. Like, but there's no like, come for the xenomorph, stay for the eyeball alien. Like, none of
Yeah,
that going on with you.
that thing is grody.
Oh,
Like,
dude, it's so crazy. Like I was like, the poor cat. Oh my Jesus. Wow.
yeah, like they're interesting, and I do, in the long run, want to know what happens with them.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, But yeah, I came for the Xenomorphs.
Got it. Got it. Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I do wonder what they're gonna do with them. I
Indeed.
mean, they went out of their way to make them.
Right. And look, it definitely feels like as much care was put into some of these other aliens
Mm-hmm.
as was making the xenomorph look good, which didn't
Oh
have to
yeah,
be the
everything
case.
looks great. Like
Hmm.
that's one thing I can't not say about this, or one thing I can't say about the show is that it doesn't look good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Has high production values.
yeah, like for as much as I dislike about the show, it does look good.
Hmm. Okay. So I do want to go back to the scene you had mentioned, or the type of scene you had mentioned, talking about like the the different scenes like kind of being transposed on top of each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I know when I watched the initial scene with, uh Boyd Cavalier uh basically taking Wendy, before she was actually Wendy, but as the little girl, and transferring her consciousness and going
When
through the
she
entire
was Marcy.
Marcy, thank you. Uh going through his entire spiel in regards to, you know, what she's going to become as this hybrid, and what that scene, going through that scene, and then later it transitioning from her, Wendy, kind of being like playing the same role that Boyd Cavalier played, um but for all of the rest of, the Lost Boys, right?
Mm-hmm.
um and you know like you're saying how that scene was done adequately, so it didn't really annoy you. Now,
Right.
personally, I thought that scene was amazing, like, because you have like, just to describe it for those that haven't seen it yet, you know basically what you have is a child laying on a table, and next to them is a synthetic, like, being that the child's consciousness is going to get transferred into, laying on a table next to them, literally close enough that the child can reach over and grab the hand of the synthetic if it wanted to, right? And so you have that scene initially with Marcy becoming Wendy, and then afterwards you start seeing that scene repeated with each child. And like Jay mentioned, the camera kind of swings around those tables in at different angles, and turning so that you start seeing different people come in and out of the scenes. So, and it's just a way to transition, like it's almost like a new, like a more artsy version of a montage, basically. um
Mm-hmm.
but I just thought it was done really well, because like as you swung around the table, you start seeing new children and new bodies and whatnot, and instead of it just like blinking in and out or whatever, it's like you're literally using the angles. And sometimes it is like the shots transposing, because there's some people that kind of fade in and others that do fade out. um but I was just like, I remember watching that and just thinking like, wow, like that's an amazing shot. And it didn't even occur to me that somebody could be watching that and thinking this was annoying. Like, it didn't even occur to me that could potentially be the takeaway, or even like you said, you're just like, you didn't say that was annoying for this shot, for that particular shot, but you're like, it's adequate. Like, it was a thing that, I guess, because that the first scene that did the transposing of the shots.
Mm-mm.
No. Oh man. I might go back and watch that first episode for real, because now I'm curious. I'm like, I don't remember a whole bunch of that happening, but like you said, you're just like, you wouldn't have noticed either if it didn't annoy you so much.
Right.
Damn. Yeah. But yeah, man, I really enjoyed that and just thought like, yeah, this is pretty great. But now I'm curious what other people think because I'm wondering if because like I know that look, I'm certain that you would mess around and say to yourself like, oh, like I'm probably the odd man out, but sometimes your finger's on the pulse, Jay. You don't even realize it.
That has happened before.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So so this just FYI, I did take a look, and it is actually 8 episodes for this series.
Oh,
So
okay, cool.
yeah, yeah. So we only got like 5 left. What, based on what you've seen thus far, like what kind of, I guess, things are you hoping to see next? Like, what direction would the show, or maybe the better way to ask the question is, what direction could the show go in that would make you feel better about the latter portion of
Um, Honestly, I just want to see Alien. Like,
it? Again,
yeah, like, yeah, like I want to see Alien again. I want to see Alien 3. Um,
you want to see Alien 3.
I like that movie.
Are we
Like,
we're skipping over Aliens and going to Alien 3?
not in terms of like,
Hmm.
but I don't want to, like, I wouldn't want that for this show. Like, that's a little too big.
Got it. Okay.
Um, like, yeah, I definitely like Aliens more than Alien 3.
Okay, got it.
Um, but for what I want to see from this show would
Hmm.
be closer to like the singular threat
Got you.
is what I am I've wanted for this show.
Got it. Got it. I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
Got you. That's interesting. And I mean, who knows? You might get that, and because based on what I saw, it almost looks like they're transporting like the specimens and whatnot to some sort of remote location. And so, if that's the case, you might just end up uh, with something a little similar to our next topic, where it's like Alien in Paradise.
Dude, I love our next topic so much.
Well, listen, we're gonna transition to it right now. All I'm gonna ask you to do before we do that, Jay, is go ahead and give me a rating right now. So of what you've seen so far, what would you rate Alien Earth out of 5?
I would give it a 3 out of 5. It's
Okay.
too slow, it's too fast. Um, Weird transitions. But the kids are doing really good. Like the actors are doing really well.
Hmm.
Everything looks really good.
Hmm.
Um, I just wonder where they're gonna go from here,
Okay,
and I may keep watching.
that's fair. That's fair. Well, listen, I'm gonna give Alien Earth a 4. I like it, and you know, it it's crazy because I was a little like concerned about how much uh Alien I can take because Alien could be tense,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like the show it definitely does the tension thing, but it does do it differently. It definitely feels like tension for TV as opposed to tension for a movie. And
Right.
and I'm not mad at that because it feels like Alien to me at particular points. It doesn't always feel like Alien, but there are points where I'm like, okay, no, they're definitely doing Alien right now. You know, and so that's pretty cool. Plus, then they have moments where they're doing something different. Also, I feel bad because we're gonna move on just because it's time to do that. But I would be remiss if I didn't mention uh, Timothy Oliphant. Like,
Mm.
dude is amazing as the only like or well, yeah, I'm pretty sure I think he's the only actual synthetic that we see, like in the classic sense, like in uh like the classic alien sense. Like this is a purely synthetic being. It's not a human mind. It's not a cyborg. It's like this is just a pure synthetic, and Oliphant plays the part really well. Like but I think for Timothy Oliphant, you don't like no one would have thought that that wouldn't have been the case. But
Right.
yeah. But he definitely like he nails it, and um, is definitely like he feels like his rendition of a synthetic in this show is probably the most alien feeling thing in the entire show. Like like
Mm.
he definitely feels like the alien, or not the alien. He feels like the synthetic that is gonna like I'm just waiting for him to go out of control or decide to kill everybody. Like I don't know. Like I mean, I guess that might only be like the Utani synthetics, because they got like a singular purpose, and and we got a cyborg that's basically on that same tip. So I guess this synthetic, I'm putting all the alien synthetics in one bucket, but he feels like he had that in him. It feels like he just hasn't been given the right command yet. So
Hmm.
yeah. So but yeah. So okay. With that said, um, let's go and have a conversation about Alien Paradiso. Oh, real quick, I'm just looking
Real
at the
quick.
chat. Yeah, go for it.
No, I was gonna say in chat, Tiger
Yeah,
Class says we need to read Aliens versus Avengers.
dude. I mean,
Like which Avengers?
oh, listen, it's a
If it's
few.
Hulk,
No,
like
no,
I'm not
no.
sure
It's
there'd be much
it's
of a match.
no, no. Listen, Alien versus Avengers, which I think when it came out, I think I did mention it to Fantastic Forum because, dude, it's Alien versus Avengers set in the future, written by Jonathan Hickman with art by Isad Ribic, and it's phenomenal, dude. Because it's not like Aliens versus Avengers. You're like what like how's that gonna work? But it's basically like an alien infestation that happens on Earth before the Avengers can do anything about it. Because it's like they basically like what the story that you're basically reading is, oh, the Avengers had no idea what aliens were. They do what aliens do, and by the time the Avengers even can get like a handle on what they're facing, it's already like rampant alien overpopulation. So it's like, oh, like
Mm,
Avengers can't be everywhere, right? So and
right.
these things mess around and breed so quick that it's just like, okay, so Avengers lost already. It's like it's them dealing with their loss, and like how is it that like how do you help who can survive in a world overpopulated with alien with xenomorphs basically.
Okay.
Yeah. So no, it's really good, and it's like it should be like I actually didn't get to finish it because uh I started like with the first two issues, and then I think I don't know, life happened or something like that. I need to actually finish it, but it's yeah, I think you would really enjoy it, honestly. But
Okay, I'll put that on my radar when I get the
there it
chance.
is. There it is. All right. Thanks for that comment, Tiger Claw. Uh, Alien, Paradiso. So this is or actually, do you want to tell the audience, Jay, what this is?
I can.
Yeah, go for it. Tell them, look, let them know. I feel like I've been talking too much.
All right. Alien. Oops.
Uh-oh.
Lost my screen for a second.
Oh no, you're all right. Take your time, friend.
Ah, my screen.
You're about to make me mess up my laptop. I know. He's yeah.
um, Alien Paradiso takes place on a resort world where the criminal element is, shall we say, unimpeded,
Right. Hey, that sounds good.
and uh, it's basically the story of two marshals trying to get the jump on some smugglers,
Hmm.
and an alien outbreak happens while they're
Right.
doing this.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. That's it. And it's interesting because like the setup for how this all like goes down is actually a pretty cool setup because you have like all of these different like elements, these different like contingents of people that it to a degree like or not even to a degree it makes sense for them all to be there. They all have good reasons to be there, um and for them to be in the like not only do they have good reasons to be there, but they have legitimate reasons for them to be in the circumstances that they're in, because this joint is a like resort planetoid or whatnot with all these different islands on it that people can come to and like relax at. It has a strict no weapons policy. So you got to like check all of your guns and knives and all that kind of stuff like at the door, you know, the proverbial door, you know.
Hmm.
So, and it turns out like the human traffickers that are working, or that the human traffickers, like the folks that are coming to that resort and doing this like deal are doing it there just for that reason. They're like, we're gonna have a dealings with this other cartel, and we want it to be a situation where there's no weapons and whatnot accessible and available because I'm a criminal, you're a criminal. Who knows how these fools might act if somebody says the wrong thing or whatever. So it's like it's almost like a safe uh a safe space for the criminal underworld, and the dude that runs this joint is like getting a little cut of whatever the deal is for facilitating the spot. So that's pretty cool. Like I like that setup where I'm just like, man, like, well, I would not have thought of that being like the kind of environment that you would have like an alien story in, but sure enough, like it works.
Honestly, it feels really classic. Like, I was reading that and thinking, like, yeah, this does like feel like one of those old Dark Horse novels.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm with you on that. Like you're right, because it does feel like the kind of premise that you would have read in an Alien Dark Horse comic. Um, but I will say there's something that definitely feels really wrong to me about like a xenomorph coming out of a palm tree. You know, I'm just like, that don't feel right at all, man. Xenomorphs should not be climbing out of palm trees or jumping from palm trees to like kill people like that. Just like, nah, man. If they're palm trees, like I feel safe when I'm near palm trees. Even when like we're from LA, like some of the most dangerous neighborhoods in the city have palm trees in them, and you know, I still feel safe next to the palm tree though. So I'm like, man, I'm like, this is wild. But ironically enough, this book also introduces some new concepts as well. The colonial marshals, like
Mm,
that's something that as far as I know at least, and I could be wrong because again, I'm not like the hardest of hardcore Alien fans, but Xeno like I've never heard of colonial marshals. And obviously like the colonial marines is a thing, you know,
right.
but the marshals are like seemingly like a more investigative um branch of law enforcement, and I guess they have like the ability or the authority to go and round up criminals from other places. So um that's something that as a concept, I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And like, this story sets itself up in a really interesting way where you have a cartel on one hand that is known for moving um like product. You have these human traffickers or whatnot that want their product moved, like their distribution widened. You have the like well, I was gonna say the staff, or not the staff, but the management of Paradiso, but really the management, like we're really talking about one guy. We're talking about uh, Carlito, the head of Paradiso. He owns the planetoid. Carlito calls all the shots on Paradiso. So you have Carlito and his interest, and then you have these uh, colonial marshals that are like trying to see if they can investigate and actually take down a few of these bad guys. And of course, as with all things, a xenomorph gets put into the mix, and it's a good time for all. So, so how did you? Oh, I should also mention that this book, uh, it is 5 issues, Alien Paradiso, so it's a mini series, 5 issues. Um, it's written by Steve Fox. Edgar Salazar is the penciler. It's inked by Victor Nava. Colors by Carlos Lopez, and then you also have Peter Nguyen, who does the art for the Xenomorph POV. And
Oh, that was interesting.
yeah, which is another thing that I mean, have they done that in a movie? I can't remember. Like, do they do
I
Xenomorph?
don't feel like I don't feel like they do.
Hmm.
Like I can't specifically recall.
Yeah, I don't
Like
remember that either.
I know we've seen things like we focused on the xenomorphs doing things,
Right.
but I don't know that we've seen things from their perspective.
Yeah. Like, and even like, every now and then, of course, like you'll get like a camera angle that's from their point of view or something like that. But
Right.
but I don't know that we've ever like seen like through their eyes or like see what they see. I don't remember that. Like that that, and and don't get me wrong, I'm just talking. I guess what I'm saying is in more so in like the movies. Like I don't remember seeing that in like the movies, and like Alien Earth didn't show us that in the TV show just now, right?
Yeah,
So
I don't believe so.
yeah.
Like it's been a minute since I've rewatched Alien.
Mm-hmm.
So I yeah, like we get camera angles, but we don't get like what how they see things.
Right. Yeah. And I thought
I'm
that
trying to remember if we get that in the books,
in
but
like Dark Horse Comics is where you when you say the books, or you talk about like novels, or
the novels,
oh, okay, got you.
like I'm not sure we get that in the novels.
Yeah.
Like
And
I can't remember. It's been too long.
I do feel like it was pretty interesting how they did that, because
Mm-hmm.
not only was it like different because it has like a bit of a it has like a bit of a like almost like a like radar sense-ish type thing going on, almost like how like Daredevil.
Yeah,
you
they're
know
not looking with their eyes.
yeah, it has like some of that kind of going on with it. And I'm gonna see if I can actually pull up one of these joints real quick so the audience can see what we're talking about here. um Add it to the scene. Oh, that, like, that's not great. Hold on. I know, right? Oh, that's not helping us either. Hold on. Let's go to that. No, wait. How do I
No,
decide which one is the right? Oh, there. Well, listen. That's a little bit better.
that is a little bit better.
Hold on, but I think I can make it bigger. There we go.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah. So you can see that this is like, and this is actually like the perspective from one of the aliens. They're right now they're hunting in a pack. So, but this is like something that kind of I found interesting too, because not only did they kind of have it in this way where you're like, okay, yeah, this isn't about eyesight, this is like something else, but and it's harder to tell in this scene because there's not like an actual person in this scene, but the people come out more like this blue color that you see going through the air, like, and I think that they might even be following, I guess, like maybe like a trail or scent of a person right there. But the xenomorphs definitely uh come across in a red color, and so they can like they stand out to each other in relation to like the prey, you know,
Right.
and like it's a very distinct difference. And so I thought that that was an interesting like aspect to bring to the table too, where I'm like, oh, like I could totally see that, like like it, yeah. And not only was it just like it's visually interesting, but there were even moments in the book, like while reading the series, where like that perspective kind of made it so that you could see some things that were happening, but you weren't seeing it as clear as you could, which allowed for like the page turn to like reveal certain things and whatnot. And I thought that that was actually pretty cool too, because it's like you're not necessarily stopping the action, but you're not necessarily allowing everything to be seen as clearly as it can be, while you're still looking at it from the alien or from the xenomorph perspective. And then you get like the reveal of like, okay, now this is what's happening. And I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. Like, like I thought that was um a great tool in storytelling. So
Mm-hmm.
How did you like these characters, Jay? Was there anybody that was like a standout character for you?
No, everyone was pretty much there. Everyone was there. Everyone did their job.
Right.
Um, I did really like. I did kind of really like the female marshal.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Reeves.
just because she's hilarious.
She is.
Like when she's telling dude like uh the reason I didn't find your jokes funny isn't because I'm a synth. It's just because you're not funny.
Yeah, yeah. Absolute.
Like
Absolute. They
that
have a
made
great
me
dynamic.
laugh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. I agree. No, they had a great dynamic. It was Marshall, like she's Reeves and he's Nanda, I think it's.
Right.
So yeah, so yeah, they were interesting and definitely kind of had the whole like buddy cop, like, the more looser, kind of loose cannon type guy and the by the book, and then the by the book partner, and she was
Mm-hmm.
more so that straight that straight woman by the book partner, and he was definitely a more fly by the seat of his pants type, which it's a trope, but it's a trope for a reason, right? It works, and it did work in this context. um
Right.
so what did you think of the trafficker folks? So you had like the head of the gang or whatnot was Valentine,
Mm-hmm.
and then you had like his right hand, who was
I actually kind of liked her.
Yes, Sula, I believe is how you say her name. Um,
I mean, they put a lot of detail into her,
yeah,
like how she's always looking around
yeah,
was like the fact that they show and not just tell
right,
with her made her interesting, I think.
yeah. No, I agree. I agree. So, you know, uh, let's see. I'm gonna see if I can share a couple more pics if I can get it right this time. And so, and so you have oh, and I didn't. This is Valentine here. Yeah, he has like a cyborg arm, and he's getting ready to meet a xenomorph right there. Then it's not the best picture of her, but that's Sula next to him down there. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I think I could probably find a better. I might be able to find a better picture of her, but I don't know. But either way, also too, the thing with Sula. Uh-oh, what did I do? There we go. The thing with Sula, um, it's actually like revealed at a particular point that she's actually the daughter of Thomas Kane, which um is like Thomas Kane is the actual like the original commander from the Nostromo, like the dude who the alien first burst out of his chest in the original
Mm.
movie. It's like that's her pops. And it was interesting reading this and like that part came up and I'm like, oh, I'm like, okay, like I didn't know he had a daughter, but again, I mean, there's no reason that he wouldn't necessarily have a family. It's just that wasn't what the story was about, right?
Right. especially when you consider like cryosleep,
Right. Yeah.
like that'll fuck up a timeline
It
on your family tree.
it will. It will. But here's the thing. Like, but from a timeline perspective, it's like this all fits fine in the sense that like this book I think takes place in like what is it like it's like 2150 I think or something like that. And keep in mind that like the like Alien happens in like 22 or something like that.
Hmm.
So it like the time fits for him to have a grown daughter at that time is like don't get me wrong, like I know that they definitely do cryo sleep type stuff, and I don't who knows how much time was passing for them, but as far as like the
Right.
real time, like she should be an adult in the time that this book takes place. So,
Mm-hmm.
but it's crazy because they actually do show a flashback of like her mom getting a visit from like Wayland Utani, basically saying like, "Hey, you know, he gone. He not he not coming back. We're sorry. It's not our fault, but he not coming back. We just want you to know. We're not liable, but we just want you." And I'm like, man, like, and so it did inform the backstory of this like bodyguard, like right hand woman, you know, where she's like she's very independent because her mom basically was telling her like, hey, like this world will take everything from you without you even knowing it all at once, and it's just like you gotta be self sufficient. And so she's this person. So I was just like, oh, okay, like that's interesting from a backstory perspective, like literally connecting this random character or what would seem like a random character, maybe is a better way to say it, to like the actual like Nostromo crew, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I know I was sitting here thinking like, okay, well then they're getting ready to like delve a bit deeper into this. Like this is going to be more like connected, and they don't really go anywhere else with it. They just they
No,
just kind of
that's it.
yeah, they just let you know like, hey, yeah, this is like kind of this happened to her in her past, and I'm like, oh, and so I don't know, like it's one of these things where I mean, technically we could, like there might be potential to like explore that in a different way in another series, maybe I don't know, but I was just like I thought it was like a wild like little tidbit to put in there, and then just kind of be like, no more. Like there you go, and that's it. Okay, okay. Um, but I did like before I found that out, I also was like, this is a cool character. I like this character. Like,
Right.
and like Sula seemed like there was like it felt like there was more to that character from the jump. And then when you mess around and find that out, it's like, oh, okay. And I'm thinking like, okay, yeah, there's definitely gonna be more. And it's like, no, it's like it is what you thought. Like, what you saw was what you got outside of that additional tidbit. So I can't be mad at it. But I was like, oh, that's a weird choice. So yeah. So how'd you like the art of this book,
I thought it
Jay?
was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I didn't have any complaints looking at it.
Yeah. Uh, it's interesting because I thought like I mean the xenomorphs look great, and the people look good too. Um, they're just they're just people, which is
Right.
what it should be though, right? Like this is what that's what Alien is. People fighting or getting killed mostly by xenomorphs, and so but it did put these folks in a really bad position where they had like no weapons to fight against these xenomorphs.
Right.
And xenomorphs are not, they're not easy to kill. I'm saying, like,
Now,
when you think
even
about,
predators have a hard time killing them.
that's what I was about to say. When you think about all the weapons predators usually bring to kill like just a few xenomorphs, and it's like people aren't as strong as predators. So yeah, man. But these people give it a good go. You know, most of them. Okay, no, not most. Some of them.
Some
A
of
few.
them.
A few. A few give it a good go, and it still turns out poorly, probably. And it's like, yeah, man, it is an interesting thing to watch. Like, but again, I think that that was like part of what made this book interesting was it put people in a pretty bad situation, and you had all these folks just like making these choices that made sense given the circumstances, but it's like, man, like what, like, yeah, like if there's one theme that is, if there's one theme that is ever present in Alien, it's that somebody is going to make a decision that's bad for people in 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 pursuit of profit.
Hmm.
And I'm just like, man, like, and it's just like, dang, like we are getting closer and closer to the alien world. Like alien, like cats. And don't get me wrong, it's like, don't like. I'm sure long before Alien was a franchise, there were people in this world making bad decisions for other people in pursuit of profit. Like I understand that, but man, it feel like it's getting closer. I'm just like, sheesh. Like, oh, okay. Um, what else do you want to say about Alien Paradiso, Jay?
um, no, I think we said everything. Like the characters were great. Um, or at least the great characters were great. The other characters were good.
Yeah,
Like there are no bad characters in this one. I thought.
right. I would agree with
Like
you on that.
even the help was like interesting.
Yeah, yeah. And it was wild because, we do have like a few kind of like B stories, and it's like, oh, not a few. We have one B story, and I definitely was like, where's this going? And I wasn't like it's so much like saying that like, oh, I don't want to read this because like you said, it was interesting. It was just like, but it was just it the part that was the most interesting part of it for me was just like, this feels like it should be like I was a bit concerned it was going to go the route of the Thomas Kane, right? Like, is this just
Hmm.
like just a little tidbit? Like this is just like a little seasoning here, just be like, hey, just so you know, like things are happening to other people. But they did bring it around, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like it went somewhere. But
Right.
man, for a second, I was just like, this is wild. Like, yeah, because I'm like, what are we doing this for? Like, like I know there's gonna be a payoff here. There has to be, right? But yeah, so that's cool. So okay. The other thing that I should mention, or that I would feel bad if I didn't mention, is there were you know of course every comic comes with a cover, and the covers for this were pretty good. Um, it's Alien, so it's like it's hard to like not have a good cover. like like Alien, like xenomorphs have such like a cool design that if you can make a xenomorph look good on your cover, then you pretty much like won the battle.
Hmm.
Like, and I guess a part of it too is that they have like intricate designs. So it's like if you make it look good, then it's like it's not hard, I guess, to have an interesting look. But I did want to like mention specifically that the covers are good, and um, four in particular, I was like, man, that's a pretty cool looking cover. So let me just share that with the people. This is what the cover like, just so you can see. This is Alien Paradiso #4, and I was like, but yeah, that's a cool ass cover. But again, part of that
Hmm.
is just you know xenomorphs have a great design, and if you can get somebody that can actually nail nail that design, it's like it's hard to be mad at. Like, look at that head, it's crazy.
Right.
Yeah. So sorry. What? No one's asking for that. All right, Jay. You want to rate Alien Paradiso?
I give it a 5 out of 5. There was nothing I didn't enjoy about this book
Hmm. Okay.
or these books.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I would give Alien Paradiso. I'm gonna give it a 4. Um, and I'm only giving it a 4 because while it was an enjoyable alien story, um, I do feel like there was more that could have been done with some of the characters. It's like I get it, like it's alien, so we're not necessarily here for like deep philosophical musings from people. But at the same time, I'm like, the characters had potential, and unfortunately, it wasn't realized as much as it could have been. And so for that reason, I have to be like, okay, I have to give it a 4. I can't give it a 5. But I enjoyed it
Okay.
thoroughly. But I enjoyed it thoroughly, and I think if you like Alien, you probably like Alien Paradise. So definitely
Yeah.
check it out. All right, man. It's time for us to get out of here, buddy.
Okay.
All right. Let me go ahead and see if I can actually do this right and get some outro music going. Uh, all right. Jay, give me some final thoughts, buddy.
Um. So I probably am gonna keep watching Alien Earth.
I think that's a
Um.
good move.
Yeah. I think I'll go along with it. See where they go.
Okay, cool. Cool. All right. For half of the Fantastic Forum, thank you all so much for hanging out with us. We appreciate you. We'll be back next week. Let us know what you like, what you don't like, what you'd like to see more of, because we'll listen. And until then, we appreciate all the support and your viewing, man. Like, subscribe, all that stuff too. We're the Fantastic Forum. Have a good night.